Welcome to What's the Fact series, and in this video we will learn why your salmon is lying to you, our universe has a smell of steaks, and genuine leathers isn't so genuine. Make sure to watch until the very end of the video to find out, and let's go. 1. Salmon is lying to you. Let's say you decide to go to the mall, having yourself a nice salmon fillet for dinner. And what do you look for when choosing them? Not size or fat content. Most likely you would look for color. The darker the better, right? You might not know this, but majority of those juicy, shiny, beautiful reddish salmon meats you see in supermarket are dyed in special pigment. It's not their real color. It is true that salmon does have that distinctive pink hue color in their meat, but that is wild salmon, not the farm-raised one, the type that makes up 70% of the market. In real life, farm-raised salmon are naturally gray. Yep, I know what you're thinking. It looks pale and not tasty at all. Actually, the color has nothing to do with the quality of farm salmon. The wild salmon get their ruddy shade by eating krill and shrimp, which contain a reddish-orange compound called astaxanthin. That is why Alaska's sockeye salmon are closer to Bering Sea's teeming krills. They are the reddest of all. Salmon further south, like coho, king, and pink, for instance, eat relatively less krill and shrimp, giving them a lighter orange hue. Oh, by the way, this shrimp-heavy diet is also the reason that makes flamingo fur become pink. Farmers are the one who decide the color of those fish. They put astaxanthin sometimes naturally, but usually it will come as the type that created in a lab. Farmers can go so far as to determine how pink that salmon will be based on how much astaxanthin in those salmon diet. Astaxanthin is safe and legal to make salmon become more appealing to customer and acceptable. According to one study, poorly colored farmed salmon would be harder to sell at any price, making the coloring is a must. But the shocking truth is only the pigmenting supplement takes up to 20% of farmed salmon feed cost and make the final product become expensive. I wonder what would happen if they dress them in fancy costume. They might get rich, no? Okay, what do we got here? An elephant, huh? Hey, hold up. Hey, that's not a trunk!
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yes, what you just saw is elephant's weenie. It looks huge, weird, and extremely flexible. Flexible here, I mean they can use it to swat flies, and even scratching their belly. I wonder if they ever use it as a leg. There's a good reason for elephants to have prehensile weenies. It's hard enough for a 6-ton animal to get into the right position for mating, let alone having to do the rhythmic thrusting that's required. So he lets that little guy do all the hard work for him. Genuine leather isn't so genuine. You might have seen this tag before. What do you think about it? The first time we look at this tag and we all think the same. This has to be a high-class one, right? But the truth is totally opposite. The phrase genuine leathers is really a genius marketing ploy to make cheaply made and sold products seem like they are from higher qualities. The reality is, genuine leathers is really the term for bond leathers, which is a leather product made chiefly of leather scraps left over from others higher-end cuts mixed with fillers and coated in polyurethane to give that smooth sheen we all come to expect from fine leather goods. This is the reason why your genuine leather purse fell apart after only a few months, or that nice pair of leather shoes quickly succumbed to the element. 4. Smell of space. What do walnuts, brake pads, and birdsteak have in common? According to astronauts, they all smell like space. While each astronaut smells something different, they all agree that it's similar to space stinks. Obviously, space is a vacuum, so no one really has smelled it before in the common sense of the world. But if you try, then the result might be nasty. but we can smell it indirectly. Researchers have been able to identify numerous compounds and elements within the galaxies, many of which are also found here on Earth. We are therefore able to make some assumptions about how they would smell in space. The smell of space are important because they can tell us a lot about chemical composition of our galaxy, revealing secrets of our solar system. A succession of astronauts have described the smell as a rather pleasant metallic sensations like sweat-smelling welding fumes, burning metals, a distinct odor of ozone, an Arctic smell, or walnuts and brake pads. Some describe it as gunpowder and even burnt almond cookie. But what is the cause of this combination of smell? We're not 100% sure yet, but there are a few ideas. One explanation is that the smell is due to a chemical reaction which occurs within the spacecraft during repressurization. The process is known as oxidation, similar to burning, but with no smokes. In space, atomic oxygen, single atoms, can cling to spacesuit fabric, to tools, and potentially even to airlock walls. When these single atoms of oxygen combine with O2 in the cabin during repressurization, they combine to make ozone. It's maybe this and not an interstellar aroma that astronauts are smelling. Another slightly appealing idea is that the odor is due to dying stars. When a star dies, it releases a lot of energy. This produces pungent compounds known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH, which float endlessly around the universe and assist the creation of new comets, planets, and stars. We have the PAH on Earth too. You can find them in some foods, also in coal and oil. PAH experience high energy vibrations, which, when combined with air, may be responsible for the unique tang of space. Fun fact is, there is a special perfume called Eau de Space that has over $500,000 in sales. Might be not too bad to try some space experience on Earth, huh? 5. Facts about cards. You might play poker or cards game for a long time, but I bet that you never know this fact. Or for king cards, the king of hearts is the only one who doesn't have the mustache, but not because of superior personal hygiene. He originally had one, but it was lost in the reproduction of the original design. A similar mistake caused his axe become a sword and gradually become the design that we have nowadays. Jack Sparrow is the most famous pirate in the world, but can you guess who was the most successful pirate in the history? Is it Blackbeard? No, that is Ching, a Chinese female pirate, though the name under which we know for her, Ching, is simply mean Chang's widow. The legacy she left behind far exceeds that of her husband. Following his death, she succeeded him and commanded over 1,800 pirate ships and an estimated 8,000 men. In comparison, the famed Blackbeard commanded 4 ships and 300 pirates within the same century. As a result, Ching is known as one of the most successful pirates in known history. Let's have a simple comparison. A division of modern army has around 10,000 to 15,000 soldiers, and a corps will obtain 20,000 to 45,000 soldiers. If Ching crew still remain today, it will have 44th place of military size among countries. That's the end of this video, and please comment below about the topic that you want to know or need us to explain to you. See you later.